I'm Emma from BRE. Before talking to my research today, I will have 3 questions to ask you. The first one is, do you know how old your parents are? Can you just give me a number without calculation? And the second is, can you imagine how their lives will be when they are at their 70s? At that time, you are already 40 or 50 years old. You are in your middle age. You have children to take good care of. You are busy with your work, and you suddenly look back at your parents. You find that they are not as strong as you remember. The third one is, have you ever thought one day they may forget everything? I mean, if unfortunately they are diagnosed with a severe disease, they cannot go to the toilet by themselves. They can even hurt you because they think you are a stranger. How should you deal with the situation then? I have something to show you. The first one is that every 3 seconds, someone in the world will develop dementia. This is the disease that has symptoms like have difficulty in remembering things and have difficulty in understanding what others are saying, or even behaviors change. It is estimated that in the near future, 2050, over 130 million people all around the world will develop dementia. Most of them are coming from underdeveloped countries like China. And I also have a question now. Where do you think people would like to choose when they are diagnosed with dementia? Do you think they will prefer to choose live at home as long as possible? Or do you think they will like to choose to live in the nursing home and to be taken good care of with the nurses or professional people? I still have something to show you. The first one is that in a survey in 2014, 85% of people would want to stay at home for as long as possible if they are diagnosed with dementia. And the fact is, in 2013, only 1/3 of people live with dementia living in residential care, with 2/3 living at home. I think this is the reason why that the UK government has paid more attention to build a home-based support system for elderly people with dementia. So this is today's topic, home-based support system for the elderly with dementia, which was a part of my former research. I should firstly thank for the co-author, Dr. Lian Fei and Dr. Miao Chang. Without them, I cannot finish this part of research so smoothly. And we will talk about 3 parts: the policy support, the community support, as well as practical projects all around the UK. Firstly, let's move to the policy support. In the national level, there are 3 strategies that carried out by the Department of Health from 2009. It was the first time that in 2012, creating dementia-friendly communities was mentioned by the UK government. And in 2015, Prime Minister's Challenge on Dementia 2020 has built a 5-year goal for the transforming dementia care, support and research, and promoting awarenesses and understanding, as well as building social actions. Actually, ever since 2009, government departments, NGOs, as well as academic institutions has done a lot to conduct better survey and to make the world better for the dementia people to live in. And this is an excellent cooperation by these different groups. It was called Dementia Friends. The society tried to call people together and turn their understandings into action. I will show you the video they made, which I was really interested in.
You hear about dementia, but do you really know what it is and what it's like to have it? Dementia Friends aims to make everyday life better for people with dementia by changing the way the nation thinks, talks and acts. Being a dementia friend is about turning understanding into action. From giving a helping hand to someone struggling to find the right bus, to volunteering in your local community, to encouraging someone else to become a dementia friend, no action is too big or too small.
And now there are almost 2.4 million dementia friends by the end of February, and this number keeps rising. On the surface, the UK government has made a huge investment in building a home support system for the elderly with dementia. But let's do a calculation that a year living in the community with dementia is estimated to cost £24,000. But if you choose to live in residential care, the price will rise to £35,000. And if just 5% of admissions to residential care were delayed for 1 year as a result of dementia-friendly communities, there would be a saving of £55 million a year all around the United Kingdom. You see, this is a very huge amount of money. And after talking about that, you may wonder what exactly dementia-friendly community is. Actually, it is a community that can empower people with dementia to have high aspirations, confidence, and know they can contribute to the whole society. It should focus on 10 aspects like appropriate transportation and easy to navigate physical environment, and businesses and services that respond to customers with dementia. The British Standard Institute set framework for communities to follow, and now there are over 200 communities in UK are dementia friendly. Moving to design in communities and at homes, there are 6 basic parts that people should pay attention to. They are familiar, distinctive, legible, accessible, safe, comfortable, and stimulating environment. If you are interested, you can refer to books like 10 helpful hints for dementia design at home and making your home dementia friendly, as well as design for dementia to find more detailed information. You should remember that a little forethought will make great differences for elderly people with dementia. And moving to practical projects, Dementia Without Words in UK is the first one I want to talk about. In this project, a 4 cornerstone model was carried out, which consists places, people, networks, and resources. It means in 4 aspects you should consider something, like home environment, transportation, neighborhood for the place cornerstone, and the carers, families, friends, and neighbors in the people cornerstone, and the services and facilities that elderly people with dementia can refer to in the resources stone. Also, you should consider the communication and collaboration between different groups in the network cornerstone. And the second project is building Motherwell's dementia-friendly community. In this project, the pilot team has created a simple methodology and toolkit to follow. And dementia communities' environmental hints and tips were also given to local businesses like banks, cafes, restaurants. And this is a very good example to promote understanding of dementia between the people living in the society. The third one, which I was very interested in, is the Croix and Sillis house. It is a demonstration house that featured adaptation solutions for existing house, which can support occupants to age well at home. And it aimed at allowing sufferers to live independently by addressing their day-to-day needs. This project is supposed to open last December. However, the openness delayed. I think it's just because something else should be dealt with by the researchers and the architects. Let's see how it can work in the future. Okay, after talking about this, I will show you something that we can learn from the UK's experiences. The first one and the most important one is that elderly with dementia are treated as important participants in all aspects. And the home-based support system for the elderly with dementia is guaranteed by a complete support system, which means strategies from the national and local level and the different sources of investment, as well as care service from relatives and the awarenesses from the whole society. However, China still have a long way to go because we now still have difficulties in nursing homes. The nursing homes are not able to take good care of people with dementia. But luckily, we still can refer to experiences from developed countries like UK, USA, Denmark, and many other countries. Hope that one day our government will create a complete home-based support system for elderly people, especially the people with dementia. I believe that day we will not so afraid to grow old. Okay, that's all for my talk today. Thank you for listening.